Abu Hanifa, a name that stands tall among the great scholars of Islam. He was Nu'man ibn Thabit ibn Nu'man ibn Marzuban of Persian lineage, born during the Umayyad Caliph Abdul al-Malik ibn Marwan's reign. His grandfather, formerly known as Zuta, accepted Islam and migrated from Persia to Kufa, which later became a center of Islamic learning. The Hanafi madhab, founded by him, spread widely across the Muslim world, supported by the Abbasid, Ottoman, and Mughal dynasties. Abu Hanifa studied fiqh with Hamad ibn Abi Sulaiman for 18 years and later mastered hadith under many great teachers, among them Al-Sha'bi, Ata ibn Abi Rabbah, Al-Zuhri, Qatada, Al-Amash, and Salim ibn Abdullah ibn Umar. He also learned from Nafi' Mawla ibn Umar, who was sent by Caliph Umar ibn Abdul al-Aziz to teach the Sunnah in Egypt. Abu Hanifa was not only a scholar, he was also a successful silk merchant, ensuring that no unlawful gain entered his earnings. He was generous, often sharing his profits with scholars and the poor. He spent nights in prayer and Quran, completing 7,000 of recitations of Quran and never backbit or slandered others. During the reign of Caliph al-Mansur, Abu Hanifa was offered the post of chief judge, but he refused, fearing injustice. As a result, he was imprisoned, and it is said that he was poisoned to death. Even in hardship, he stood firm for truth and integrity.
So the first contribution and works that Imam Hanafi had done in Umayyad era is by Bada'i al-Sana'i fi Tartib al-Shara'i by al-Kasani. It is to support juristic rulings with evidence from original sources and explain the rationale and wisdom behind the law. It is possibly the best work to train scholars in the Hanafi tradition. For the second one is Hidayah of Al-Marghinani. It is most read work among teachers and students of the Hanafi Mazhab. For the third one is Hashiyah ibn Abidin. It brings together in one place many details that cannot be found in any other single work. It is a principal reference for later jurists in Syria and India. For the fourth one is Fatawa al-Alamghiriyah, not a collection of fatwas, but a voluminous compilation of extracts from the authoritative works of the school. Indian muftis rely on it as a main source of fatwas. For the last one is Majalat al-Ahkam al-Adliyah, a codification by Ottoman Turkey of the law of contracts and application of a civil procedure according to Hanafi doctrine.
That was all about Imam Abu Hanifa, one of the scholars of faith. Now let's move on to our next scholar, Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib, who also made huge contributions to Islamic jurisprudence. During the Umayyad era, there were many great scholars who spread Islamic knowledge across the Muslim world. One of the most respected among them was Sa'id bin al-Musayyib bin Hazan al-Qurashi al-Makhzumi. He was born in Medina around 15 years after Hijrah, during the time of Khalid Umar ibn al-Khattab. He studied under several companions of the Prophet ﷺ, such as Umar bin al-Khattab, Osman bin Affan, Aisha binti Abu Bakr, and Abu Hurairah, who later became his father-in-law. From them, he gained a deep understanding of faith and became known for his honesty and wisdom. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib's appearance reflecting his purity, a calm face framed by a white braid, dress always white, symbolizing simplicity and sincerity. He was also very devoted in his worship. It was said that for 40 years he never missed a prayer at the mosque.
And for 50 years, he prayed Fajr with the same ablution as Isha, meaning he stayed up praying at night without sleeping much. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib passed away around 93 or 94 after Hijrah, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge, worship, and sincerity that continues to inspire generations of Muslims until today.
Now, let's explore on the important contribution of Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib to fiqh during the Umayyad era. First up, early development of Islamic jurisprudence. Think of Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib as one of the first people who started organizing Islamic law. Instead of just memorizing traditions, he carefully studied the Quran and Sunnah using thoughtful reasoning to turn them into clear rules. This helped build the foundation of fiqh, the science of understanding and applying God's guidance in everyday life. Next, authority in Hadith and Sunnah. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib was known for only passing on trustworthy sayings of the Prophet. Because of this, people trusted the Medinan legal tradition more. He based his rulings directly on those reliable hadiths rather than guessing or making loose connections. This made sure that the Prophet's example stayed at the heart of the Islamic law. Next point is his judicial role in Medina. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib wasn't just a scholar, he was also a judge in Medina where Islamic law was very advanced. He handled all sorts of cases like worship, contracts, family issues, and inheritance. His decision followed the Quran, Sunnah, and the living custom of Medina's people, Amal Ahlul al-Madinah, which come from the Prophet's convenience. These real-life rulings become important examples for later scholars. Last but definitely not least, influence on later scholars and schools. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib's rulings and teachings become a key part of the Medinan legal traditions that was passed down. Imam Malik ibn Anas, the founder of the Maliki school, especially relied on his work. Sa'id's method, which valued the Sunnah and the community's practice in Medina, shaped Maliki fiqh uniquely, such as preferring the established Medinan practice over isolated hadiths when they conflicted, and encouraging independent reasoning within clear Quranic and Sunnah limits. Other scholars also respected his careful and honest approach, making him a model of trustworthy legal rulings and strong moral values.
عروسة مريقة يبرزها ومن يشاء بأنوار وأنوار مبارك زوجها جاءت على درار زوج العطاء بتتويج وإبهار كل القلوب